and this is Happy Little Accidents making their way in.
Dahouz back on the board, nice to see. Dahouz is a very well-known boarder that we've had for many other teams, and he's had a change of tyres, Dan. He was on some tyres that we both agreed in the end weren't really fit for horseboarding.
After about 2 years of debate.
Couple of years of debate, but we finally realised they're not the tyres to use. And Dahouz has now changed those tyres, so it's going to be really interesting to see what that difference that makes on this course today.
Yeah, so this is an advanced team, ladies and gentlemen, which means they do a simpler course. It's a shorter course. It's basically a figure of 8 with the chicane in, and this is more of it's not the lowest category. The lowest category is intermediate or novice, but this is how teams develop. And Honey Brown is the horse rider. And it's Goose that is the horse, one of our only stallions out there. He enjoys this sport and he's very happy to do it at his pace. I think that's his general. But
whip there.
A bit messy. And release. You know, the course, the way where the gates are laid out is there's two kind of ways. One is a mathematical and one is sort of by eye. And in terms of the chicane that runs across the short end in front of the commentary box, that's done by maths. That is the arena split into 5 sections of 14 meters each on this occasion. But when you do that, that puts it close. Okay, this little horse we've not seen. Bit of a
tug there for Tom.
A little bit of it's
19 miles an hour. It's good from this team, Dan.
Yeah, these are an advanced team as well, but these are at the top end as well. I say they've only just qualified up into the advance after finishing last season.
And that's a long line.
Board rider working hard to try and work out where the horse rider is going.
A total miss
horse rider's got really struggling with his direction, with her direction there. But it looks like they've found it. There are a few extra gates that have been put out to try and save some of the pressure that's been put on the arena.
Here Tom calling and talking to Ernie the whole way around seems to be helping a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's saying left at the next gate, right at the next gate. In 200 yards.
He is the sat-nav. Tom is the sat-nav on the back of that board.
It's 14 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. There's a missed gate, the ref is saying, so for the finish line, with a time of 53.54, a round of applause for Earned It.
But with a miss, that would be 4 seconds to add, making it a 57.54, I believe. But coming out now, we have Ice Baby, a team that has built up over the last 2 years. And we saw George racing more comfortably than I've ever seen him board before. And I'm really looking forward to this, seeing him build up and race much quicker. I think they're going for a nice chilled run to start, build it up. Well, this is positive. 18, well above their usual 15 average miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, this is their very first time in the advanced. They were in the intermediate at the last event 2 weeks ago, but qualified up because their performance and their times, their speeds were all in there. Now, this arena is a little bit more challenging. I think George has boarded here once before, but what makes it challenging is the undulation of the arena. You've got the old carriage track that runs into the house there.
Yeah.
That rise of the ground really does change how the board is going to run. And as a board rider, you've got to be able to allow the board to roll and predict where you're going to build up pace and might need to scrub speed.
Yeah, for sure. The ground makes such a difference here. That undulation is a massive challenge for the board, especially with the ground changing underneath.
Throttle building here. It's a run. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause there for Ice Baby with a time of 57.49. And we're hearing a clear round.
A clear round. I'm just going to test the buzzer. Hang on. There we go. Clear round, 67.49, which after Earned It's run with the miss actually puts them very similar on the points.
Yeah,
they are in front of Earned It by 0.6.
I've got it here. I've got the computer. 0.05.
0.05, is it?
This is 0.05.
Wow.
So Advanced is already separated by 500ths of a second. So here we go. This is the team of Core Intent. First time we've seen Sue and Apple this season. They tend to miss their first event of the year at Tame. It tends to be, I think it's a little bit cold. So and now the sun's come out, so have they. So this is, and it's Reese Wagland who we'll be seeing later on in this rotation, racing with Just Wing It in that championship battle. This is another advanced team. They are setting a pace. Setting a pace.
A pace.
I'm really interested in the Earned It Ice. I'm really Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Just put down that great run there, and
we know
in
that they
first
always
place.
build. Every run they do, they will be faster next time, and it'll be a couple of seconds.
What was the split time on that? That looked.
I'll be honest, I missed it. We were having a
pretty
chat
quick.
there, and I did miss this split time. I mean, we were looking at about 22 seconds on the last one, but about 50 seconds now, so they're definitely off the pace.
Yeah, Sue, the team, that's the first run of their year, in fairness. They've been part of the Newmarket Horseboarding Club.
Yesterday, not Reese. Reese didn't get to practice with them yesterday, so
right.
It was a very relaxed practice for them.
And a little bit of throttle building up now for the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Core Intent.
With a time of 68.92 and a clear round.
Nicely done.
But this team is racing in the Advanced. It's a very quick horse, and they do sometimes have issues with rope because the horse is so excited to start, just wants to run. So,
and this is part of the reason why the pre-race gates were put in the first place. You can see, very lucky.
Well done,
very
Ash, taking
lucky.
that slack very well.
Yeah, yellow card being given there for the launch.
Might want to keep that rope slightly higher, Ash.
Yeah, the rope kind of just went underneath the horse's tail, but the horse luckily it just came out. So yellow card issued there. Now they are away. Ash messing with the binding there, which is always concerning.
This horse has got used to running so quickly that when you bring the speed down, it just wants to go. It just wants to launch.
I mean, the thing is, you've got to do your slow work with them. You can't go out and race every race. You've got to be able to go, okay, we're steadying down, because they learn what the speed trap at split time at 22 seconds.
Yeah, matching what we've seen from the other team so far, Dan. And Ash had a little bit of an issue here yesterday in practice, but it looks like she's rectified that now. A little bit of slack. Can she hold this corner tight there? Can she hold it?
It's going to push round.
Out. One
touch and a great save in the process. Got a little bit of whip there. Horse rider needs to be paying a bit more attention to her, I think. Just looking back for her. 16 miles an hour as they make the way around that short end of the arena. 52 on the clock. 57 is the championship.
Possibly.
And through the finish line at 56.73. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Hold Your Horses.
Puts them into third place.
With a 57.73, which means the top three teams in the Advanced, I've never seen this before,
I know,
are within a second of each other.
It's the Advanced is what's heating up.
And in the first, and this is the first rotation.
Yeah.
I have been told the race director is saying that the third rotation of the Advanced may get cut if we run out of time. Okay. So we just need to be
guys
fluid.
In the pits, did you hear that?
So they've been informed in the arena, in the pits, I'm being told. So yeah, the difference between, I mean, it's not even within a second. First and third are within, just make sure I get this right.
They're still in advance, aren't they?
Yes.
0.25 of a second.
Is this team in advance, Dan?
Yes, they are in advance.
That's fine. I saw them practicing the weave last night, and I wasn't sure. We've had one team go up, and I wanted to check.
Yeah, no. As far as I'm aware, they're
quick. 20 miles an hour from an advanced team. This is already running the pace of first place for this course.
Yeah, the pony just wasn't.
Missed there.
Refused off that gate a little bit. So that's going to be a
4-second penalty.
It was a missed free speech union.
But at 20 seconds on the split, if they push it now, they might even still be able to get first place with a miss if they can push on.
Well, I think the big thing is the pony has refused a couple of times before, did get a bunch of cards at the last event. So there's two sets of cards, ladies and gentlemen. One is for dangerous behaviour, which is for yellow cards, anything that might increase or risk or danger. And one is for the horse's behaviour, so escalating horse behaviour, which are the orange cards. Missing the gate over there, and what's happening right now, that potentially is orange card video review. and that will be looked at after the event. So a round of applause. Horse just choosing which gear for the final run.
Quick to change positions. If you get one good run, it can make all the difference.
Yeah, so happy little accidents. Now we go back into the advanced with their group. It is Nick DeHoos on the board.
Is that his surname? Or is it just what we all know him as?
I think that's just what we know him as.
Oh, okay.
Nick,
I've always wondered. I don't actually know what his surname is. I just know him as DeHoos.
Yeah, I'm sure that will get that. Comment.
I know he's having a good
subscribe,
weekend.
like below.
He's having a good weekend. He's away on his own. There's no dogs or horses for him to look after this weekend, so he's just here as a boarder, free boarding.
So this is where he got into trouble at the last time.
Yeah. Now,
He was quite close on the horse,
Can the horse get through? Yes. Now,
having to sit down.
Really hard. Now, can he
toes. Is he going to make it round?
Miss,
No.
2 miss.
No.
And what a shame.
Now this is the team of Earned It,
Holding second place at the moment.
First raced here 2 years ago, I believe, or maybe last year was their first year. Really developed. Currently in second place. 0.05 of a second behind Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Now, I would imagine that this team could
20 miles an hour into that top corner, Dan. Good.
Okay, so that's 2 miles an hour faster than Ice were doing.
And holding a good pace the whole way around. This is the thing, the constant pace. And if they get this right, there we go. There's not the miss. They had a 4-second penalty. Can they pull it back in here? No, they can't. No. Big miss again. Just
missed
directional the 90, failures.
Missed a couple of misses. We'll have to get that reviewed, I guess, into the chicane. But it looked like when she came down the hill, then it did look like she was a little bit behind the horse, and the horse was kind of taking the direction and the speed. So now making the way up towards the Bruco marketing corner. And that's the section right there where the course warning is for the board riders, we're being told. So
it looked like it was cutting up last night, and it's definitely doing it now with these races. Through the finish with a time of 52, with 1 miss to add, and a yellow card for control, puts them into first place, I believe, with a 56.65.
Right, so we're saying that the miss was the 90 degree, and not necessarily the 2 cones before.
Is the 2 cones a gate?
I think so.
I thought it was. Would that not be 2 misses?
I think so. So I think that's a video review. A video review at best.
I would call a video review on that.
Yeah. Because you do have to pass between the gates going the other way.
Between the 2 cones of the weave to get into the cones
90.
of the 90.
They missed 90 and then the lack of control was up in that corner.
But did they go through the 2 blue cones?
Did they go through the 2 blue cones or the 90? That's the question. Well, it'll be a video review. But coming in now, the team racing against them on the board. Ice Baby, we saw them do a nice consistent pace. This team is not all over the place. It's nice and chilled, consistently building. That's what they've done every competition.
Yeah,
so all they have to do is chop a couple of seconds off their last run, which is what they usually do.
All they need is 0.84 of a second actually to take first place away from Earned It. If Earned It only got 1 4-second penalty, if Earned It got 2 4-second penalties, then it'll be. So there's a close fight. These guys are equally matched teams.
And that's what I said with this team. They just, every run, they come out that little bit faster, a little bit quicker. They were 18 last time, 19 this time. It's that slow build, and they're only racing themselves. But coming into the split, 20 seconds, 2 seconds up on their previous split, Dan. That is brilliant. If they hold that the whole way around, they're going to sit themselves in first place.
I mean, there's George Evans on the board here.
Improvement massively.
I'm going to stop talking about him because he just had a little squirrel in the corner.
Yeah. All you're talking about, as the pace goes up, he needs to tighten his boards little bit by little bit, and he has been doing that, but you can see the pace coming on now.
15.
That wobble starting to build up again. He's going to have to do another half a turn on those trucks.
Yeah, it's a very precise art setting up your board through the finish line with a bit of pace from the pony, and a round of applause for Ice Baby with a time
of 55.34 slots them straight into first place.
A bit different to last year.
What?
I don't think we got time last year.
No. Yeah, we were just.
What about the commentators from here singing the box? It's a bit different from last year, George. You don't think you got around last year? No, beautifully done. Well done. Big round of applause for them.
Far more entries to the Best Crash Award, I believe, last year.
He had many entries.
Right. So Ice Baby currently holding the bonus point in both rotations in the advanced. So we run a race around about every 2 minutes. A minute and a half is sort of our ideal. But as long as we're inside 2 minutes, we're okay. And that's the start of one race to the start of the next race, ladies and gentlemen. Core intent. Moseying on down to the end of the arena at 10 miles an hour.
1 mile and off what we saw last on their run. It was 11 miles an hour on their last run, so a mile off. So if you sitting around this arena like the look of this sport, do get in contact with us at horseboarding.org. We're on all social media platforms, and this is how we start. If you, most of these boarders and riders and all the rest of it, standing on the side of the arena like you are now, thought, I've got a horse, I want to get involved, or I've got a board and I haven't got a horse. Get in contact with us. We're able to match you and pair you with other people interested, looking for a boarder, or vice versa.
Or as well, if you want to come along and volunteer and come on the tour with us.
It's great fun. Cheap beer. Get involved. There's a great crowd in the background. There's a lot of organisation that happens in the background, but it is good fun. So
it takes 19 people coordinated to run the one heat, basically, with all the commentary box, with all the team, with all the production. And only one Aiden, yeah, exactly. It takes 19 others to manage you.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll take that.
So core intent now, making their way towards the finish line, and with a time of
72.68.
Okay, that's 4 seconds slower than their previous run.
Yeah. Hot trot still to come in, and then it will be just elite.
Yeah.
So this race really matters for this team at the moment.
So yeah, I mean,
Hold Your Horses are in third place, but we know they have the pace to do better than that. They have a
50, I've got a 57.73.
Yeah. I can't tell whether that
is just over 1 second behind the team of Earned It. A better start.
Bit of slack from the rope there. You can see.
Yeah, the referee's got his finger on the card.
Yeah. Ash needs to really concentrate on keeping that tension on the rope.
Oh, I tell you, he's like a quick draw in an old Western movie. That referee, his fingers on it. He's like, just make my day, and I'll pull this card out quicker.
Interestingly, I used to be in a very
similar situation.
There is relation between the Dale in the arena and Ash on the board, and that means the ref is always harsher on the board. My wife used to be in the arena giving me cards, and she was horrible. And you know Dale is raring and ready to give that yellow card out. But coming in now on the split, 20 seconds on the split. They are good on the split. Ash sitting really hard in there. Can she hold it round this corner? This is where it went wrong for them last time. Hold this line. She's wide. No,
a lot of pace.
Miss.
A lot of pace. Can they control it? Can they bring it back? Work! Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, give that a round of applause, because that was a great save. That was absolutely just...
I don't think I've ever heard you shout work at a woman before, Dan.
You've never been round to my house on a Sunday.
Honestly. But coming for the finish, Ash still working really hard, calling for your support for the finish line at a time of 52.92. Give this team a massive round of applause just getting around and finishing that course.
What a save that was. That was like, it went completely wrong, but the fact they pulled it back, Ash was 3 strides ahead of the horse, so to speak.